up in New York, and when I was 7, I had an operation on my eyes. I had something called cataracts. I was born with it, and it made it very, very hard for me to see. So when I was 7, I had eye surgery, and I got glasses, which I'm going to just put on and show you, very thick, very, very thick glasses that made my eyes look really big, and I could finally read the prints in books, and I was so excited, because before that, I could see something really big, like The True Story of the Three Little Pigs, but I would never have been able to read a book like this. Look at the print in this book. It was much too small for me. So once I had my surgery, I started 2nd grade, and I started to read like crazy. I started to read every book I could get my hands on, and I read like hundreds and hundreds of books. And I decided then, when I was 7, that I wanted to grow up and be an author. But then I kind of forgot about it, and before I became an author, I had another job. Anybody want to guess what was my job before I became an author?
What do you think? Cadence, what do you think? What do you think her job was before she was an author? Yep, she does write the words.
She's an illustrator.
You think she thinks that you're an illustrator before?
Well, that was a good guess, but actually I can't draw at all. I have no artistic talent. Good guess, though. And it is something that maybe you would be if you like kids and you like books. Not a librarian, though. Any other guesses?
And you like books? Do you like kids?
You know.
What do you think her job could have been? What do you think?
Teacher.
I was a teacher, that's right. I actually taught at a school for the deaf. I learned sign language, and I taught kids who couldn't hear. So I loved that job, but then I ended up later becoming an author. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how I got ideas for my first book. Well, actually, I have a book that probably nobody knows about called Hop Plop, and it's about a mouse and an elephant who go to a playground. But after I wrote that, I wanted to write a fairy tale, and I didn't have a good idea. So where could I go to look for ideas? It's probably the most important thing that I talk about with kids.
Go to look for ideas.
Where's the best place to look for ideas? Anybody have a thought on that? Where would you go if you wanted to write a story and you needed some ideas?
Go for ideas. Maybe it's a place where there are lots of books. A library?
Exactly. That's the best place to look for ideas. So I looked at hundreds of books, and I'm just going to show you a few of my favorites. I have hundreds of favorites. I can't show them all to you, but The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. Raise your hand if you ever heard this one. This is the Big Bad Wolf's point of view. This is very popular. I love this book, and it's funny. Here's a new one you might not even know that came out last year called Little Red Gliding Hood by my friend Tara Lazar, and that's a funny one. Little Red Riding Hood, her ice skates are getting old and worn out, and she wants to enter a skating contest to win, I think you win a new pair of skates, but, oh no, actually she doesn't have a partner, that's it. She doesn't have a partner, and she wants to enter a skating contest, and she's looking everywhere for a partner. And can anyone guess who ends up being her partner? Any ideas?
Who do you think is her partner, Bryce?
The Big Bad Wolf.
The Big Bad Wolf?
Good, great guess. I'm not going to tell you because maybe you'll read it and find out. Another one of my favorites is Goldilocks and Just One Bear. This was written by someone in England, and what happens is the bear gets lost. And the bear wanders out of the woods into a city and into an apartment building. And can you guys guess maybe whose apartment it is?
Whose apartment do you think it is?
What do you think?
It's called Goldilocks and Just One Bear. Whose apartment do you think she went in? The One Bear's house? What do you think, Paxton?
Two Bears.
Two Bears' house? What do you
Well,
think?
they're in a city now, and there are people that live in this apartment. You're going to see it's gorgeous art. This is an author-illustrator. And the bear is trying out things, and who do you think belongs to this apartment? You guys want to take one more guess?
Goldilocks?
Oh my gosh, it's Goldilocks and she's all grown up. She's a mommy now. It's really clever. I would recommend this one. So anyway, I read lots and lots of fairy tales, and I was trying to get an idea for my own, and I still didn't have a good idea. So where else could you look for ideas? If you look in books and even at TV shows and movies for stories and character ideas, and you still don't have an idea, where else can you look?
What do you think, Ethan?
This is a kind of a hard question now.
Where could you look for?
Anyone have a thought?
shout it out.
Yeah?
Paxton?
Library
Library. What do you think? You can shout it out.
librarian.
Do you think you could ask friends for ideas?
Yeah.
Good.
Ooh, yeah, you know what? This is a kind of hard question. You can look at your own life and your experiences. It could be your family. It could be a pet you have. Maybe you have a very funny dog and you want to write a story about your dog. Maybe your friends. Maybe something that happens to you at school or on vacation. So I looked at my own life. But before I tell you exactly where my idea came from, I want to see if all of you can come up with an idea. So let's take the 3 blank pigs, and let's see if we can fill in that blank. So instead of the 3 little pigs, you guys could say the 3 gigantic pigs, or you could say the 3 soccer pigs. Maybe you love playing soccer, or you could say the 3 ballerina pigs. So think of an idea. When you have an idea, raise your hand and let's hear some of your ideas.
What are some of your ideas?
The 3 blank pigs. It could even be the 3 purple pigs. It could be anything.
Macy, what do you think? The 3 what pigs? The 3 soccer pigs? Okay, what do you think, Adine? The 3 princess pigs? Great.
Oh, that would be a fun one.
Logan? The 3 skating pigs? All right. Jenna? 3 ballerina pigs? Good.
All right.
3 ballerina kids.
Okay, good. Caitlin? I'll give
School pig.
the 3 school pigs? All right.
Okay, so these are all great ideas, and all of these can make really fun books. So I tried to brainstorm and make a list of ideas, and then one day I was out with my kids, and right now my kids are in middle school, but back then my son was 3 and my daughter was 4, so they were younger than you, and they were in preschool. My son was taking a Taekwondo class, and we went out to dinner. We were talking to the waitress, and she spoke Spanish. And Jordan, my daughter, said, I speak a little Spanish. So the waitress said to Josh, do you speak Spanish? And he said, no, but I speak a little karate. And I said, what? Karate is not a language. What did he mean? He was learning in his Taekwondo class. He was learning. They would do moves and they would count. Hana, duel, set, net, yaso, iso. Anybody know what language that is? I don't know if you guys will know this. I wouldn't have known. Anybody know? You probably would only know if you've taken Taekwondo. All right, so let me tell you guys, that is Korean. He meant to say, I speak a little Korean. And that's when I got the idea. I said, I'm going to write the 3 karate pigs. And it ended up turning into, because when you write, things change, it turned into the 3 ninja pigs. So I'm going to read it to you guys now. Okay, so the 3 ninja pigs was illustrated by Dan Santak. He lives in California, and he has a black belt in Shotokan. And he's an amazing illustrator. The 3 ninja pigs. Oh, wait, let me put my pig ears on. Hold on, I got them all ready. See, if I came there, I could have you guys be pigs. The 3 ninja pigs. Okay, I just want to make sure you could see, because I can't tell how much of me is in this week. Okay. Once upon a dangerous time, a wolf loved to huff and to puff. He'd go around town and blow houses down till 3 little pigs cried, enough. Let me hear you guys all say, enough.
Enough!
Ooh, great pigs. We've got to get rid of that bully. We're tired of letting him rule. We must put an end to this terrible trend. Let's train at that new ninja school. Pig 1 took beginner Aikido to learn a few basic techniques. He gained some new skills, but got bored with the drills and dropped out in less than 2 weeks. What color belt do you think Pig 1 got? What color belt for Pig 1?
Blue!
Oh, you know what? He's a white belt because he is such a beginner. He quit right away, and most karate schools start with white. Okay, let's see what happens to his brother. His brother, Pig 2, took jujitsu and learned how to block and to punch. When that wolf comes to knock, he'll be in for a shock. Kia, I will eat him for lunch. His teacher said, excellent progress, but Pig-san, you must study more. Pig 2 said, no way, sayonara, sensei. ready to settle a score. What color belt for pig 2? He did a little bit better than his brother. So he started with a white belt. Maybe he took one test and passed it.
Yellow.
Yes, he got a yellow belt. So he's going to do a little better. But do you think he's ready for the wolf? I don't think so. Pig 3 chose the art of karate and rose bright and early to train. She got in a groove and mastered each move, the cartwheel, the crescent, the crane. She balanced and blocked like an expert and practiced her lessons nonstop. By the time she was through, she could break boards in 2 by performing a perfect pork chop. Okay, let me see your best chop, everybody. Ready? Yeah. For months, she persisted in earnest until she had paid all her dues. How happy she felt when she earned her last belt. I'll make that wolf shake in his shoes. All right, who's coming now? Yeah. Soon after, the wolf paid a visit to the little straw house of Pig 1. Stay out of my hut or I'll kick your big butt. I'm telling you, you The wolf took a giant step forward. Oh yeah, come and get me, he dared. Pig 1 made a fist, he swung but he missed. I wish I'd been way more prepared. So what's he gonna do? He better run to his brother's house, right? He's gonna run. The wolf chased Pig 1 to his brother and hollered, "Hey, Pig!"